Good enough. What's up, everyone? This is RomWolf1485. As you can see, I'm doing a bit of cleaning. No, not spring cleaning. No, I'm not cleaning the games that I own. This is part of a giant haul I did recently. A local pawn shop bought out another local pawn shop, and they started liquidating everything that was inside. Well, I went in and basically cleaned them out. That was about a week ago, actually, on the 13th or 12th, one of the two. Let me check real quick. But, basically, they were liquidating everything for pretty cheap. Which was nice. I mean, my dad was finding tools and stuff like that for, like, next to nothing. So, I decided I'd go out there before I went to work that day. And go away. My profile. I can't remember what the image. I posted it on Reddit as well. Yep, February 13th. Today is the 20th. It's been exactly 1 week. But I basically cleaned them out. I bought approximately, how many did I count? 268 games from them at the time. Paid about $200 for all of it. And basically just is a lot here. Now, the thing is, 122, something like that, of those were just cartridge-based games. And unfortunately, I'll get to this here in a minute, they were all basically stuff like John Madden Football and NFL Quarterback Club 96 and Quarterback Club 98, which I have 6 copies of now. Madden 99. But there was a few good ones in there. We got Battle Tanks Global Assault. That's a good one. But I divided them up into stuff I didn't have and stuff that I had and didn't need any other copies of. Because surprisingly, I needed all these games right here for the Super Nintendo. These are all sports games, but I needed them for my Super Nintendo set. Surprisingly. Again, there's a couple miscellaneous ones that were in here. We got Stunt Race FX. And we got the Chess Master. So it's not like it's too crazy. But I bought 90 PS2 games. Kept about 57 of them. I basically bought every PS2 game they had because they wanted 25 cents a piece for them. And we got some crap in here. I mean, we got Power Drome and Frequency. Then we got some decent stuff. We got, let me see. Prince of Persia, Warrior Within. We got Summoner 2. We got Ace Combat 4. Prince of Persia, Two Thrones. The best one was Resident Evil Dead Aim, which unfortunately is at the bottom of this pile over here. The Bouncer, Eve of Extinction, one of the Lord of the Rings games. So there was some decent stuff in the PS2 lot, which is sitting over here. Well, most of this was mostly meh kind of junk. I mean, even the NES games, we got Golf and Bases Loaded and To the Earth. The LJN MLB game. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which isn't a bad game, but I've already got it. Kung Fu and Fighting Golf. So it's not like it was the greatest haul in the world, but I paid less than $1 a piece per. I still got some decent some decent stuff. I'll move my Coke out of the way. Out of it. Like, for the N64, again, mostly sports stuff. I didn't have any of these. Wayne Gretzky 98, Quarterback Club 2000, Olympic Hockey 98. There's nothing really special in here. NFL Blitz 2001, that was a good one I got. Indy Racing 2000, I didn't have that. I can't pronounce this country club. Then, this is FIFA 64, F1 World Grand Prix, and Command & Conquer. So it's not like it was too bad. That's just the stuff I'm holding on to. I'll get to what I'm doing with the rest of this stuff in a minute. Because it's kind of... There's a lot of crap in here, too. And then we get the NES games. I got Hogan's Alley non-5-screw version. Golf, the 5-screw version, Silent Service. This is technically City Connection. Although for some reason Jalico put their company name on the top of the NES games and not the... I don't understand it. Low G-Man Operation Wolf. NES Play Action Football. Dodgeball, Super Dodgeball. That's probably the best one of this lot. Bo Jackson Baseball, King of the Beach. Gyros, California Games, Tiger Haley, Fighting Golf, Gotcha. Yeah, I got 2 copies of Fighting Golf. And, again, the MLB LJN game. These are ones I didn't have. These are ones I already did have, or were just duplicates in the lot, so. And I know you're wondering what this is over here, but we'll get to that in a minute. On top of all these NES games, I'm still in the process of cleaning some. You can tell this one's half cleaned. I kind of left it that way, though, because it's half clean, half not. Kind of show the process, I guess. I don't know. But I added, I think, 150-something odd games to my collection, and their total value is somewhere around $800. So I still think I got a pretty good deal. I kind of got lambasted for it on Reddit but that's the nature of the internet. They were like, oh, you bought a bunch of junk, why do you need all that? Well, I'm a collector, and Super Nintendo is something I grew up on, so I'm going to buy the Super Nintendo stuff so that way I can go ahead, get all these random sports games off my list, and that way I don't have to worry about trying to locate them anymore. I've got them now. Like I said, most of these I'm going to... I hate to say I'm a flipper. I kind of am and kind of not. I still have to make my money back on what I've got. And sometimes like some of these aren't worth putting online, so I'm going to take them to places like McKay's of Nashville and Game Exchange, other local game stores and stuff. Trade them in, get stuff I'd like to have. So that's basically how this works. It's how it keeps its own self. What's the word I'm looking for? Funded, I suppose. Well, fast forward 1 week to the day, the 20th, and what's happened is my dad, who was the original person that told me that they were liquidating everything in the first place, told me, hey, I went in there today, I bought this, blah, blah, blah. They had some Nintendo games on the ground. I'm like, well, I thought I cleaned them out. He's like, well, I'm pretty sure that's what I saw down there. You have to go check later. He told me this yesterday. So I said, oh, all right. I'll go out there tomorrow then. He's like, okay, that's fine. So I went out there today, around 2 o'clock-ish. I had some errands to run anyway, so this was perfect since today's my day off from work, which is nice. I forgot about the Atari. Yeah, I'll get to that later. So I go out there, and sure enough, on the ground, they had a box full of NES games. And I asked them, hey, how much y'all want for the games still? And they're like, well, since you cleaned this out, be $3 a piece. I start looking through there, and I'm like, $3 a piece I can do on these, definitely. Because there's some really good stuff in it. And apparently they saved this for last. Let's get the few that I already owned out of the way first. Original Gold Cart Legend of Zelda. Another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Tecmo Bowl. Jaws. Double Dragon 2, The Revenge. And Mike Tyson's Punch-Out! I already have those, but I could easily make my money back with these. Again, I hate saying that I do that, but at the same time, I only make $10.50 an hour currently. So when I buy a lot of stuff like this, I'd like to be able to make at least a little bit of my money back. That way I'm not losing anything. That way my collection keeps itself funded and I really don't have that much money in it. But just that alone is an amazing... It's a decent lot of games. Not amazing. It's not Little Samson. It's not Flintstones Dinosaur Peak or Felix the Cat or Wayne's World or nothing like that. DuckTales 2. But these are the ones I'm keeping. So we got a better copy of City Connection. We'll get to these two in a minute. I had City Connection already over there, but it's in terrible shape. The label's ripped halfway here. Then they had another copy, and I'm like, I'm not going to complain. I get a better looking copy. Got Grey Cart Link, Adventure of Link, Zelda 2. Which, oddly enough, does not say Zelda 2 on here. The thing about the Link cart, let me get out the original. Adventure of Link. If you can see that, it just says Adventure of Link. This one says Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. And this is a much better condition gold cart version that I already owned. The gray carts, by definition, are harder to come by, but they're not that much difference in price, so but I'm keeping that one regardless because it's a cool little variation. Gun.Smoke. I had this when I was younger, actually. Bought it off my cousin, bought an NES off him, and then I sold it for whatever reason. I've been trying to get it back ever since, but it's like a $15 game, so I'm like, I don't want to pay that for it. Well, I got it back today. Tecmo Baseball, Rampage, an all-time Data East classic. Karate Kid, terrible game. Little League Baseball. This one was kind of a cool thing. I wish it didn't have all this junk on the front of it. It looks like I can probably scrape that off, hopefully without damaging the label too much, because it's already kind of damaged right there. These are still need to be cleaned. Little Nemo Dream Master. It's a good one. Apparently people are saying this is really good. Tengen Kart Shinobi, which is nice. Clash Ball. Never heard of it. Baseball Simulator 1000, or 1.000. Again, nothing special on that one, but Life Force, I've been looking for this one specifically. I hear it's pretty good. And this is an interesting one. It's about a $15 game. Rollerblade Racer. Something's in it, but I'll open it up and find out. I bet it's just a tab or something. I hope that's all it is. I'd like to try that one. And so, those are games that I bought today. But the two ones that made my day were these two. Natsume's Shadow of the Ninja and Best of the Best Championship Karate. These are about $40 a piece online. So, this is something I was super, super excited to get a hold of. Because this is something I don't see often. I don't see decent NES games anymore. The last decent NES haul I got was like 5 years ago when I got my Bandit Kings of Ancient China, which is still $100 online. I don't know why. But this is just... This made my heart race right here. I knew this one was special because I heard one of my friends talk about it a lot. He's an NES collector. Never heard of this one, but I looked it up and I'm like, oh, this is definitely worth the $3 I'm going to put into it. Oh, I put about 22 games total. The $66 I paid isn't bad. It's good. I like this. And then I posted that find to Reddit, and of course it's going absolutely insane. You gotta love it. People are like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. Well, apparently these were the gems that they held on to, or they somehow found them again. But that one's only got 37 upvotes for the old one. Then today I posted, and it's got 80. And to be honest, it's probably because this is a much better one. And I have to agree with him. I did get a lot of junk. All this right here is mostly sports games. I'm not going to be able to do much with them. You can't really sell sports games for much because they made a new one every year. I mean, look, Quarterback Club 96, 96. There's a couple more in here somewhere. John Madden Football, NHL 94. You can't really do much with them. I'd hate to call them worthless, though. I think every game has a certain worth to it. One of my favorite games ever was Tiger Woods PGA Tour 2005, for example. I have it on the original Xbox, and it's still one of my favorite games. Why? That's one of the ones that started me into the golf games in the first place. So, yeah. It's not like it's... They're not worthless, per se. But good luck getting rid of them. Most of these are going to get traded to probably a game store or something. Get little to nothing for them. But I'll get something I want out of them. It's still not too bad. Thing about it is, with game stores and stuff, they still need their filler games. People will still... I mean, where I used to work, we sold these games for $1 or $2 a piece. People picked them up because they were cheap. They'd get a system. Oh yeah, let's get Madden 96. I remember that from my childhood. Oh, it's only $2? Oh, that's perfect. I'll take it. So, I still think they have a place in collecting. It's just now my Super Nintendo collection's full of them. Sadly. But, yeah. Also, while I was there, I picked up... there's a bunch more PS2 games where this comes from, but they're all down here. They're all kind of just meh, so I'm not even going to mention them too much. Got this bag of loose PSP and Game Boy Advance games. There would have been really much special in it. Where the heck did it go? What did I do with it? Ah, heck. I buried it. Oh, there they are. Got a couple weird, random, half-decent Game Boy games. WWF King of the Ring, F1 Race, WWF Betrayal, the Majors Pro Baseball on Game Gear, and a Mario Tennis on Virtual Boy. They're $1 a piece, so why not? And then this thing. Oh, this is one thing I really like. Ha! Balance on top of Quarterback Club 96. I bought this for $30. Came with 2 controllers and the AV cable. No, unfortunately, no power cord. This is in much better shape than my other Atari is. Plus, it came with the Game Center, and it came with about 20 games. No games really of worth, but the ones I didn't have, like we had Warlords and Fishing Derby, Home Run, Jungle Hunt. This game called Dark Cavern I've never seen before. Asteroids for the surprisingly Asteroids for the 7800, which is kind of in here. Target Fun, Outlaw, River Raid, Circus Atari, Real Sports, Home Run, a different Home Run, believe it or not, Super Breakout and Casino. There's all those. So I really wanted it because of the Game Center, because I've never seen one. I've seen them online and stuff, but I've never seen one in person, and I'm like, I'll take it. $30. That's definitely worth it. And I love the old Atari and stuff. I like the Intellivision better, but that's a different story altogether. We won't get into that. But yeah, so altogether, minus the stuff I got today, $200 for about 268 games in Atari, and it's over there somewhere. But there's also a box full of memory cards, and other accessories and stuff that I think it's still a pretty good deal. This is one of the best hauls I've had. This is the absolute largest haul I've had. Let me get that straight. It's maybe not, worth about $800 for just about the stuff I keep for myself. That's not including the Atari. That's just the games. That's still pretty good. But per game, we're still looking at, how many games did I keep? I actually kept a running list of everything. Just so I could keep up with myself. Going to my notes. Excuse me. I added 158 games. So we take 158 divided by, it says 797.15, so we'll just say 800. Oh, 19.75. No, that doesn't sound right. No, 800 divided by 158. I'm sorry. On average, it's still about $5 a game. On average, 5.0632911. Yeah, let's just say $5 a game. It's not too bad, but I've had better quality buys than this. Like several years ago when I had the NES buy, I bought 32 NES games at $1 a piece. Well, back then some of them were only worth $40-50 a piece. Now Bandit Kings of Ancient China is 100, Lemperor is about 50 to 70, something like that. A lot of those have gone crazy high, and plus I didn't have as many games back then. But anyways, I just thought I'd share that with y'all. Again, it's been a while since I've made any videos. I want to get back to making videos. I wanted to do one on this, but it's just been so busy. They've had me working night shifts the last week at work, and I just haven't really had time to sit down and be like, alright, let's get through this. What are we looking at? Okay, this, and this. So, call it as you may, but this is my haul. This is my new haul for. I'm going to be sitting here for another week trying to sort through. I've already sorted through the games that I want versus don't want. So, yeah. That's really all I have today. If you like this video, leave a comment in the section below. Hit that like button if you like it. Subscribe if you want to. I want to get back to doing some Let's Plays and stuff. I want to get back to doing history videos and stuff like that. I have a Hot Wheels video planned. I've got it planned. I keep saying this every time. I don't know if I'll ever get to it, but I've got one planned. Eventually. Like the Amanda Show. Eventually! Or something like that. But, no, I don't care what people say. I'm happy with this haul. This has been one of the best hauls I've had in a very long time. Will I make my money back? That's debatable. But I really don't care at this point. This is a good haul. This is a very good haul. Especially today. Today was kind of the icing on the cake type deal. I mean, I also grabbed a couple other things. Where is that bag? You're not it. But it's mostly miscellaneous stuff. Where the heck did it go? I got some stuff from a Goodwill earlier, and I don't know where it went. Oh, maybe just a couple VHS tapes and stupid NHL game, or NFL game. They finally lowered the prices at our Goodwill to $1.99 per game, DVD, whatever. They've been at $2.99 for the longest time, and I thought that was way too much. Now they're $1.99. I'm like, yes! Excuse me again. It's this 1.25 liter Diet Coke. So, that's not diet, it's regular. I'm going crazy. Anyways, the only other thing I think of that I picked up recently was I picked up some pretty decent movies. You want to talk about hauls? If you want to find decent movies, I suggest going to Big Lots. I found both of these. This is The Invisible Man on a Best Buy exclusive steelbook, and it's Blu-ray, and The Mummy. Both of these are original 1930s films for $5 a piece at Big Lots. About $30 on Amazon. I'm keeping these for myself because I've always wanted to watch the Universal Monster classics, but there you go. Big Lots is the place to get movies now. I didn't have anything today. I looked. I might go back and get eventually this stupid Steven Seagal movie that I saw, but it's too new, and that's why I didn't want to buy it. It was like 2005. I'm like, I want his weird stuff from like the 80s and 90s. Mostly the 90s. But anyways. Again, you like it, like the video, subscribe to me if you feel like it. I'm going to try to make another video, maybe a week, one video a week, talking about something. We'll try. It's going to be difficult. Things are changing at work all the time, so. Anyways, thank you all so much for being here, listening to me ramble for 20 minutes or whatever, and we'll see you all later. Peace! I hate this right here. Why the heck did they even do that? Where's my Expo marker? It's the best way to do it. Did it dry out?